Well, there's your problem right there. Today I brought the bus to town with me. Was going to do a few things here at the shop, put a mirror on it, just do a few extra things. I got it inspected this morning. Everything went great. Probably about 10 miles from the inspection station, the tread flew off of one of the back tires. And luckily I was going pretty slow. I was just on a gravel road. The tread had, you know, bang and bam, 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 bam. And if you want to hear those noises again, just rewind that a little bit. But man, it was not fun sounding. I mean, you could even see on the top of the wheel well here where it was hitting real bad. And I had just bought these tires. They're recaps, and they don't even have like 50 miles on them. But I bought them back in 2013, so they've been setting. You can see that they are in excellent shape. What a recap is, they take an old tire and that's been wore out, then I guess they cut the tread off of it, then they've got new molded tread, they wrap around it, they vulcanize it on there, they glue it on, and then they put this vulcanized rubber around it, which is just a heating process. My dad has a trailer load of tires and wheels that I'm pretty sure there's 4 good ones on there, so I'm actually getting ready to, I've got to do something, so I can't drive this thing home. I mean, I'm 15 miles away from home, and I don't want it sitting here, so I'm going to go down there and pick through that trailer load of tires. He said I could have them. I'm super thankful for that. But that means I have to change out all 4 rear tires because they are all, they're a different size than what's on here right now. So if they were the same size, you know, I could get away with just one. But then even at that, one of them did it, I'd say the other 3 are good candidates for doing the exact same thing. Anyway, I guess now it is time to change this tire. Never changed a wheel like this, a very important thing to know is how these are held on is these wedges. So this wheel is actually clamped on, and so it's held on by the wedge and by pressure, because you see an angled ramp right here. Well, this wedge is the exact same kind of the opposite angle, and so when you tighten them up, it wedges that on there. And when you're dismounting one of these or loosening up the lugs, you never want to take that lug nut off, because this whole thing is under pressure. So you loosen them up, and then you keep half-inch gap or some sort of gap right there, and then you're going to tap this with a hammer. And what could happen is, if you took that off, that thing could shoot off there like a rocket and hurt you, really damage something. That's pretty serious. So now you see that wedge is loose. Now at this point, you can take all of your lug nuts off. After you've got all your nuts and wedges off, just set them off to the side. Then you can fight with this thing, or you could just take a bar and kind of let it do the work for you. I mean, that right there is dry rotting, so that's probably what happened to that other one. Pop, just came right off. Now you can take your wheel spacer off, or as my wife likes to call it, the pie pan. I used to own a tire shop for about a year. It's not fun. So this is, well, there's your problem right there. But this is what happened. Looked like I don't know if it just blew out from the inside, if that core, you know, the belly or the core, whatever you want to call this. See, they shaved that off. That's what I was telling you earlier. And they glue, or they vulcanized this new tread casting on. But something separated, and it didn't like it. And I didn't like it either. Oh. What do you call that training? I don't think it's CrossFit.
Oh, where they take the tire and they like toss it? I don't know. Tire training?
Better pump your brakes. You want to line up a paint can or, you know, a hammer, anything that's gonna kind of be more sturdy and vertical. And, you know, put it semi close to the tire, and you spin the tire. And if it doesn't wobble too much, I mean, we might have like 1/8 of an inch from one side to the other. You'll never notice that. Whenever we put it on, there was a good inch, and so wherever it was sticking out at, you know, we kind of adjusted it, but those are the lug nuts that we tightened first, and it kind of centered the wheel more. So this makes me feel a whole lot better than I did earlier, because I was ready to call it quits on the project, as in taking this down to Baker Creek. I'm still a little skeptical, but at least these are virgin rubber, not recaps, and that makes me feel a little bit better. So we can drive it up and down the road a few times and see if she blows out. But man, that's a long trip down there. I'd hate for it to break down. Old farm bus, man, ain't no new bus. Let's take this thing for a ride. Attention passengers, we will be taking our maiden bus voyage now.